Hi friends, I'm back with another Love Island USA Debrief episode 9. Yes. Um so the episode started off kind of boring because I'm honestly over Huda and Jeremiah. Jeremiah doesn't say anything. Like he just acts dumb and confused when she's trying to talk to him about what he's feeling or whatever, what his problem is. And so I kind of tuned out after like a minute. I was like over it, honestly. The best part of their chat was at the end of the last episode. And then who chatted the next? I can't remember who had the next chat, but we'll just go to the breakfast part. Austin, you're messy for that. But I love it for you, because you deserve the embarrassment. So yeah, go ahead and make Shelly breakfast. She gonna eat 2 bites of it, and she gonna go downstairs and have breakfast with Ace. Also, too, though, I kind of need Ace to, I don't know, plan a date, for the mid-afternoon. Because I do feel like it's starting to stress Shelly out. I could see it when she was sitting there eating breakfast with Ace, and she was looking at Austin, and, when she was in the dressing room getting ready, and she was, eating Austin's food and, trying to eat it before she went downstairs. So I could tell that, she is enjoying the attention and getting to know both of them, but it is stressing her out. So I kind of want Ace to, plan his dates outside of breakfast, since that seems to be, that's very much, what the couples do. The guys make breakfast for their girls every morning. That's very much that. And so I understand applying pressure, but you also can't just steal his benefits of being in a couple. That's part of the package, and you didn't choose Shelly, so you don't get to do that part of the package. That's couple stuff, and you're not in her couple, so you can't be doing that. And I need Shelly to kind of stand on that a little bit more, for future, because in this after breakfast, Ace said again, for tomorrow morning, be ready. And I'm like, see, no, you can't, because that would have been the third breakfast in a row, because the first one was the yoga day that got botched, but that was supposed to be the first one, and then he did the hibachi, and now you want her next morning too? When is that time for her to be in her couple with Austin? But also too, Austin, put your foot down. Instead of taking her to breakfast, tell her, hey, let's have breakfast together. And not obviously that day, because of Ace was obviously cooking right then and there, but that's something you very much establish, when she comes chat, hey, tomorrow let's have breakfast together or something like that, you know what I mean? But again, I don't like Austin, so I really don't care about his feelings or if he gets played or not. Honestly, I hope she does play him. I'm not gonna lie, he deserves it. What else happened? Oh, the little date with the little salsa dance, that was cute, between Olandria and Taylor. But Taylor does confuse me, because I have been seeing online, someone he was talking to before he went to the villa. Basically, he was saying that, he's going in the villa to jumpstart his modeling career, but, he's gonna catch up with them when he gets out. And then also, too, Bella, in some of her, post-villa interviews and stuff, she was saying how, she had a chat with Taylor before she left, and he said that he would have picked her but he wasn't sure that she wouldn't just stay focused on Nick. And so I'm like, well, Olandria is nobody's second choice. That girl is a bad D. So if you don't want her stepped aside, somebody else does. But it was cute. So that's why it was confusing, because they kissed and it was a cute little kiss, And so I'm like, are you playing for the show? Are you doing this for TV and trying to hold on to Alandria until somebody else can come in? I don't know. I'm sus about Taylor at the moment. We also had Huda telling Nick that she's a mother. Also, that was such a plot twist to know that Nick's a sperm donor, and he really does. Okay, so maybe the subtitles weren't wrong, because somebody posted a TikTok where the subtitles said that when Jeremiah and Olandria were talking about the Huda being a mom, and wanted her to tell Nick so they could talk about it, and it said so he could have a dad's perspective. And so I was like, does Nick have a child? But I guess technically, yeah, he does. He's just not the father raising the child. But so that was a plot twist. The game, that was the best part of the episode. That was team. It was messy. But it could have been worse, honestly. It could have been worse, because they could have made each other actually sit there and watch. And you know, the only thing I always hate about the kissing challenges and stuff is I hate hearing it. Like this episode had minimal of it for it to be the whole challenge, the whole game to be a kissing game. There was very little of it in the mic. So thank you, producers, because, you know, that'd be really making me itch. Also, too, at this point, make me a producer, because I literally told my friend who I do these debriefs with every night, I was like, watch, they're going to bring in 3 bombshells, 2 boys and 1 girl, because they have to do a recoupling, because everybody's relationship is kind of like stagnant and the fans aren't really enjoying it. And so the producers have got to jumpstart this villa, and you need bombshells to do that. But it has to be 2 guys and 1 girl, because we just did the 2 girls and we eliminated a girl. So you can't just bring in 2 boys, because then you would have to eliminate a boy. And so you need a girl to balance it out. So that way, or you would be eliminating 2 boys. If you brought in 2 boys and didn't bring in a girl, you would be eliminating 2 boys. So you need a girl to come in, so that way only 1 boy gets eliminated. And the girls need more options. The boys have had their options. They've been exploring. They've done their thing. But the girls need options. I need an option for Olandria, which she got. I need an option for Olandria was kind of the only one I needed to have an option, because Shelly has Ace. I wanted Shelly to have another option, but just so she can really, for real, be done with Austin. But I do think at the next recoupling, she probably will be with Ace. So we really don't need a new option for her at this moment. Maybe like in a couple weeks, whatever. But yeah, so I totally knew that whole 3 bombshells was happening. Sorry about the barking. I don't know. The dog was just going crazy for no reason. He does that sometimes when he hears a car drive by. But back on topic. Yeah, so I'm glad that we've got our 3 bombshells in. The guys were cute. I'm kind of upset that the one guy came in specifically for Hannah and Sierra, because they're not really my priority at the moment. But it made up for it because the other guy did come in for Olandria, so I'm like, period. And I'm glad that the girl coming in, she's coming in for Jeremiah. Love that, because I need her to go ahead and take her. Also, Huda is just mad annoying, because yeah, you was tonguing them boys down, but then when it was Jeremiah's turn to be kissed, you in a back bend and talking like, girl, you are doing a lot, and it's embarrassing. It gave me secondhand embarrassment for her, and I know Jeremiah, that was an ick for him. That turned him off, like, because you're doing the most for what? And that seems to be, like, the thing with her. Like, she's always doing the most in these group settings, like, and so I'm really over her. But, so hopefully this new bombshell can turn Jeremiah's head, and we can finally see that relationship implode. And honestly, if she goes for Nick too, that's a win too, because if Sierra's single, maybe then she can focus on Shelly, because that's really what I want. I really want Shelly and Sierra, because the last couple seasons where we have had bi girls, it hasn't really worked out. So I want to see it really happen. I'm manifesting that one for them. So I wouldn't be opposed if the bombshell stole Nick. But I do want Jeremiah away from Huda, just so I can see what that looks like in the house. But yeah, I think that's all I got for today.